Hello everyone, I'm Captain of Warlord and welcome back to another Rome 2 Online Siege Battle. And today we have actually a really unique one. Um, it is like an Ultra Funds battle, I believe. But let's get into this scenario a little bit. It's two Carthage factions attacking against Rome, and it is defended by two Roman factions. So it's going to be interesting to see how that's going to play out because Rome, I would consider Rome to be a better faction than Carthage, but nonetheless, let's just probably dive, we should probably start diving into these army comps because this is a relatively long battle. We have Carthage here, just being brought by me. Hannibal Barca, a very fitting name. That's my Steam name if you didn't know, but it's not important. I'm going to be bringing some Cretan archers, Balearic slingers, Libyan infantry, Italian swords, probably some noble fighters somewhere. Noble fighters, maybe not. Some pikemen and my general. Over here we have Linesburg. Linesburg's probably just gonna be bringing the same general army, but instead he has these elephants, which can be a very useful tool. He's got a lot more. He's got some more cav than me, some nobles and Numidian nobles. He's gonna be bringing the same general build, pikes, Italian swords, and Libyan infantry. I can't see the Roman army, so we're gonna kind of just have to get into that as it goes on. But so I mean, let's just kick it off here. Let's get started. Immediately, I'm noticing no wall artillery. That's probably because it doesn't look like you can bring any, which is very strange. Maybe this is on medium size. I'm not sure, but I know most large size maps have wall artillery places. And here we have some slingers being brought up on the wall. Alright, this is probably just gonna be a trap. Yeah, you can see here, bringing out the Eagle cohort. Just gonna block this bridge right here, and uses slingers to fire down. This is not gonna be a good push here. Let's see how I play it. It's just fought quite some time ago, but it looked like an interesting scenario. Well, two Carthage armies sieging Rome, almost like what if Hannibal Barca was able to sack Rome. This is kind of be the type of thing here. Eagle cohort lining up. We're gonna have to hold back this entire army. This is such a good position though to defend for him. You get some really good archer and slinger fire from this wall, and some. You just need to hold two units here. Got some support units back here as well. They are being shot up by some artillery that's on top of these siege towers. They got a pretty solid thing going there. Some Italian swords. Oof. These guys are not going to do very well. Let's get the first clash of infantry. Little cinematic version. You can see the absolute just spray of Pila coming in here. And here we go. Romans and Italian, so some Italian brethren fighting at the grand city of Rome. Ugh, I don't know why I just said Carthage. Well, I didn't say it. Not yet. But I was about to. Over here we have some flanking support but with some Pila. You can see just getting some crazy amount of kills here. And, I'm just going to come in at the flank of this mercenary Italian sword, which already has 21 kills, which is fairly surprising. Italian swords, you would imagine, would lose pretty soundly to Eagle cohort. Eagle cohort, though, not being the best Roman unit in my opinion. I never bring them if I bring Rome, which I actually don't do a whole lot. Rome's kind of, I don't really like Rome. They're very, 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 very strong. Here, the Eagle cohort kind of getting behind here because they were getting shot up by these Libyan infantry, which supported some pikes. Could push through here, but these skirmishers, keep in mind, probably in view. Yeah, more fire coming down on these Italian swords, and you can see a volley coming in from the Balearic slingers. Probably getting in range. No, in range from over there. Thinking maybe the angle would be a little awkward, but yeah, definitely should move those guys back. Here, Libyan infantry would probably be able to take on these Eagle cohort pretty soundly. I don't know, to be fair. They might lose that. Do hear some artillery shots coming in. I'm not quite sure where. Oh, right here. I see what I'm doing. I'm trying to knock this down so he can't position his skirmishers up here. And I can probably push up my pikes or something like that. Over here, though, we have some Balearic Slingers getting some good flanking fire into this equal cohort. Only 8 kills. Okay, yeah, climbing pretty rapidly. Over here, the other Carthage player, just taking his time. It's going to be a tough breach to defend against. Oh, my stomach just made a weird noise there. Hope the audio didn't catch that. That was quite odd. Just like when you're, I don't even know if I'm hungry. I don't know. It's not important. I always just ramble about unimportant stuff. And you can see here, yeah, I doubt the defenders are defending here, and they aren't, because if you look, there's just a ton of spike traps here. So it's going to be a little bit of a death pit. There's really no disadvantage to giving up these walls right here. It's not like there's any arrow tower support that they can capture. This arrow tower is actually controlled by... Wait, where's it? You don't capture it there, I don't believe. Where is it? Oh, I guess it's... I guess you do capture it right there, so... We'll get in this arrow tower to fire down, but just moving up some Italian swords to absorb a lot of the damage. Early damage. That's kind of what I meant to say. Here's some Triaris sallying out. Probably going to try to pin down this Libyan infantry so they can't capture that tower. Does have some Balearic Slingers. He is moving them away. But it took 40 casualties. I don't know if it was worth positioning him up here in the first place. If he's able to catch this unit before it starts landing, could be pretty good, but no, he was not able to quite catch him. Because then they just keep this tower neutral. Looking back over at this bridge, just continuously pushing me back here. Libyan infantry, yeah, not doing too great. Italian swords, probably trying to get them to fire into right here. Even though they're clearly facing right here, they're deciding to try to throw peel into these guys, which, you know, it's whatever. I just kind of have to accept it. Maybe you can try fidgeting with it a little bit, but it might not be too worth it. And over here, it did send some support. No, I did have noble fighters. Okay, so I sent some noble fighters and Libyan infantry because I think I'm seeing that this assault's over here. It's gonna be pretty pointless. It's not much I can really do. This is really good. Oh, by the way, the Roman players are being commanded by Goose and H2O. H2O being defending over here and Goose being defending over here. Goose is putting down some phenomenal fire. This actually might be H2O. I'm not sure. But one of the Roman archers putting phenomenal fire down into these Libyan infantry. They were routing there for a second, but they have come back. And this Triar is getting charged in the flank by this Numidian nobles. These guys are actually a really good cav unit. They're just so expensive, so that's why you don't see them a whole lot. Goose is charging in here, but probably should have charged in right here because now they have support of this arrow tower, which is going to be killing his guys. Ooh, okay, this is actually really good. So since they weren't able to bring wall artillery, they brought a Roman Scorpion, which is going to be able to rack up so many kills. Just a clear killing ground right here. Just getting into Italian swords at the moment, so not a huge target. So Italian swords coming in against Principes. Principes will easily be able to clean this up. Actually a really solid unit. Principes are. I always see them perform extremely well. Like 47 attack, yeah. I think they're fairly comparable to Desert Legionaries, if I'm not mistaken. It's just like units like Principes just make Rome so good. They have all this really cheap, somewhat cheap and effective early tier or middle tier infantry is what I'm looking for. Over here is finally getting a little bit of a flank onto these guys. Losing a lot of Libyan infantry in the meantime. Ooh, that's really good fire coming in from these Italian swords. And over here, this Libyan infantry is going to break. But this was a really good move by Lionsberg. He sent a unit all the way around here and got into the flank of this Eagle cohort. Now they are drawing a lot of arrow fire, but if I was smart, I'd move up my Cretans and fire into the flank of these guys. But knowing me, I'm not a very smart guy, so I guess I'm not doing that. And honestly, since these archers are being occupied, I could move up my pikes, which don't appear to be doing. Oh, actually, I am going to do something good for once. I'm going to be moving up my Cretans to putting some flanking fire into his Eagle cohort. Over here, it's going to charge his Numidian nobles right into his Eagle cohort. Unless he pushes through, yeah, which he is going to push through. He's going to get into the flanks of these guys, so this is going to be wrapped up. I don't like push-throughs like that. A little bit cheesy, but, you know, he's taking a lot of casualties for it. And the Eagle cohort, how's it holding up? Not so well. It's probably going to end up breaking. Over here, just doing some little commitments. We have some Cretan archers moving up. What's he firing at? Not these. Oh, yeah, he's firing at these Principes. Okay. I'd probably go after the Scorpion, to be honest. It's really close to the front lines. Over here, getting some flanking fire into these Principes, but now... yeah, he definitely needs to commit more of his infantry up here. And what he's bringing up 2 more units of Libyans to this fight. I can probably turn around and engage these guys. I'll need to retreat back. I don't even know where I'm going with this unit. Probably not microing it really well. And up here, just some engagements going on the wall. Gonna be going in favor of Rome. But it did knock off his skirmishers that were up here, so I mean, it's pretty worth it. And here, he's doing, once again, a really good job just positioning his Libyan infantry to get some javies down to these Principes. Yeah, definitely doing a lot of damage with that. It's just Italian swords holding him back, so I consider that a pretty big win. If he could flank around this unit of Principes, kill him a lot quicker, but we're down to 35, so yeah, they're going to be gone soon. Almost like he read my mind. He is actually going after the Scorpion now. And if he can get rid of it before it reaches like 100 kills, because in a position like this, it's probably capable of getting, like easily 150, maybe 200 kills. So getting rid of it, that's going to be a big loss for the defenders, but definitely one that's recoverable. That's for sure. And over here, finally breaking through these Eagle cohort. Not after it did its damage though. My army's looking really depleted. Yeah, you can see here. But I did actually position a lot of my army over here. I got some noble fighters and pikemen. So, and I still have some Libyan infantry, so it's not terrible. Over here, the unit Principes here and here have been cleaned up. And this tower is being recaptured. So now we're going to hold the Romans here. With support of this arrow tower, it's actually going to be a pretty good investment for us to hold right there. Sorry, words are kind of hard right now. I don't know exactly why that is. He's just getting some fire into this Roman blob right here with his Cretans. Probably not getting too many kills. He is getting a couple, but it is Romans. Very, very heavily armored. Clash with the Triari and Libyan infantry. That was actually a pretty sick charge right there. You can see some of the Triari getting in there with 4 or 5 javelins in their shield. And Rome doing a smart move here, just kind of going around the flank, but there is a unit of Libyan infantry to move in. Yeah, exactly. I was just about to say, he can pin down this unit and then just fire into the flank of it with his archers, which is most likely going to be the move right there. Up here, he is kind of losing on the walls, and we are losing right here. But I think he is sending up some support. He is, indeed. But honestly, we're looking really depleted. Balance of power is really not in our favor. This is not looking good for us at all. I have a Carthaginian ballista over here. Yeah, I didn't see this. This is actually a really good position for it to fire at this wall and hopefully knock down a bunch of these skirmishers with them. With the wall, that is. Let's see here. Oh, come on. Start crumbling the wall. Get one more shot in, please. I'm begging you, game. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, killing a ton of those Balearic slingers right here. and even some Syrians. Yeah, that was definitely a pretty big win there. He does see it now. He is moving. No, he doesn't see it, actually. Now he does. And before this wall breach completely collapses, he's just going to get his skirmishers out of there. So that's probably a pretty big win. It's going to allow me to push up here now because I won't have to worry too much about his skirmish presence. But it's still going to be there. Over here, we are committing our noble fighters to this, so this is going to be our base of operations. This is, if we want any chance of winning this, we're going to have to push here. It's not looking too good for us at all. We just keep on getting repelled time after time again. And for things like this, he's getting some really good flanking fire into this Libyan infantry right there. Let's see how many kills he's going to get with this volley. 1, 2, yeah, he got like 4 or 5 kills. Not terrible. 2 units of noble fighters going to be committed to here. What's this? Saki Estadi, Evocati, and Evocati. Yeah, noble fighters, especially with headhunt, will be able to slice through this position extremely well. I'm pretty sure noble fighters class Evocati. Yeah, they actually outclass them really well. I think the only thing Evocati have on them is armor. Especially in headhunt, these guys are going to be able to do a lot of damage. Ooh, that's not good. Realizing that noble fighters' one weakness now is their armor. He's getting some really good shots into here. But we do have archers moved up, and we have pikes moved up. So yeah, this is actually starting to turn around a little bit. If we're able to capitalize on some of these things, it's going to start looking really good. I am going to be able to get my pikes in here before this line breaks, which is going to be absolutely crucial. You might be able to flank around, but with the support of these noble fighters, probably won't be able to do a whole lot. These noble fighters honestly could flank around here and get behind this Evocati, which it's not going to be necessary. This thing is going to break really soon. Yeah, just in time. Well, these pikes have to form up, though. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's really not good. Yeah, getting some really good peel volleys in there with the pikemen. Sometimes Rome 2 is just so buggy. I'm not sure if that's what I meant to do, but it's happening. It's gotta accept it at this point. Take it like a man. It's happening. Yeah, I am getting my noble fighter around this Evocati. If I can wrap up this Evocati, then we can cut off this other unit of Evocati from retreating. So that's going to be pretty good. Noble fighters are already racking up 97 kills and 117 with 121 now with only 5 losses. I am going to start pushing some pressure over here. But to be fair, though, it's probably not going to be worth it at all. I probably would just be better off sending all my reserve over to this fight over here, because this is where we're seeing success and at a good rate. It's basically just our only chance of winning this if we can't even pull this off. Here, Evocati finally breaking. Probably can flank around this unit, or if this unit still has some Pila left, line them up right here and just unload into this Evocati. Instead, I am going to be going after these archers. I mean, depleted archers versus Evocati, I would go after the Evocati. Well, like I said, I'm no means necessary the best Rome 2 player. I have absolutely terrible micro in this game. It's pretty ridiculous, and I don't know. I do play it a lot, but I wouldn't consider myself to be in any means pro. Yeah, that's for sure. So more, so first cohort actually, I was about to say more Evocati, but it is first cohort coming down from this wall, tower, staircase right here. That's what I was looking for, wall, staircase, not tower. Otherwise, like I said, English is not good for me right now, and it's just not working. This noble cohort here, noble cohort, oh my gosh, what's wrong with me? Noble fighters here to meet these first cohort. Like I said, I have no idea what's wrong with me. 230 kills though with 12 losses. That's absolutely crazy. And this unit losing men very quickly. But we are going to be outflanked here fairly soon, so I'm going to have to meet this unit. I do have a unit pushing up here Honestly, I should have stopped. Yeah, and I am just gonna move my units back over here because it's not worth it. He's just tearing up his unit of Libyan infantry. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. It's tough to see, but this unit is wasting their pila on it. So, if there is any sort of victory, it would be right there. But that was a really bad move there. And this unit of Libyan infantry over here also did get cleaned up. Not good at all. Looks like this Evocati barely even lost anything. Just some Italian swords. This isn't a bad idea though. Italian swords just putting a little bit of pressure over here. And getting some Scutari cav uncontested. Ooh, wait. This could be game changer right here. But okay, never mind. All of a sudden, like 30 Roman units spawned in. Yeah, this could be caught in battle legatus. I'm supportive of this Evocati closing in from right here. Potentially even closing in from right here. It's not gonna look too good. The unit of first cohort that charged down did get slaughtered. You can't really expect a whole lot when it's noble fighters. And I don't want to miss this. There is an elephant charge coming in over here. Sharp stone beds and stakes. Yeah, he's going to want to turn these elephants around right away. This is absolutely terrible engagement for elephants. You'd be much better off engaging them over here where it's a much more clear path. We can even destroy these stakes, but I never like charging elephants into sharp stone beds. It just slows them down so much. Right now we only have pikemen holding this flank, which is not good, but they don't have any skirmish power, and I assume these guys used up all their pila, unless they would probably be using it now. Let's see what we have left. We have a huge skirmishing contingent, artillery, some units of infantry left, mostly like noble fighters and pikemen, but a couple units of Libyan infantry here and there. And yeah, this is a very strange move. Pushing up units one at a time to engage us here. Just gonna allow these noble fighters to surround and just completely outmatch these Principes. Three units of noble fighters, not what you want to see if you're a Principe right now. These units being absolutely crazy. Yeah, let's see here, 129 kills, 205, and 300. I'm sorry, I have to learn to put this thing away over here, because it probably does bother some people. It bothers me sometimes. I just noticed it now. But right here, getting some crazy good volleys into the back of this noble fighter. I do see that, and I'm going to pull it back, because I don't want to lose that noble fighter unit completely. It still has a lot of killing power left. But even fighting his Principes head on will be enough to kill him extremely quickly. You can see their numbers dropping very rapidly there. So some good stuff there for us. So we're gonna need a lot here. You can see balance of power still is looking really bad for us. And he is snaking our unit around here, but I am barely just able to catch it with my pikemen, forming a very clutch formation, somehow managing to turn the pikes to the side and the front at the same time. Like I said, Rome 2 is a very buggy game. Look at this. That's actually kind of cool. Oh no, their flanks are actually pretty exposed, but for a second it kind of looked like they were engaging at the side as well with their pikes. But yeah, enough rambling. Ooh, it's a nasty fire. A nasty volley coming in with these Libyan infantry, and actually enough to break this legionary cohort, or potentially break it. They're routing right now. I would assume with getting attacked in the rear penalty, this unit's probably going to be done, and losing a lot of men. Yeah, so this is going to be a pretty fair fight over here. Syrians out of ammo. Let's check over here. They have ammo. They do not have ammo. They had their daggers out, from what we could see briefly there. These guys do have ammo. And yeah, just firing into our noble fighters. Let's see what the final 213, 169, and still getting kills though, so it's not over yet. Some Italian swords moving up here. Somehow these guys managed to sneak and snake their way to making it this far. You know, very impressive act from a really crappy unit. I am putting some fire back here to these Syrians, trying to get rid of them. And it is taking the fire away from these noble fighters, so they're going to be able to do a lot more damage. Yeah, we're going to be able to win that fight pretty soundly. That's a skirmish that's heavily in our favor because we have... Oh, no, he's bringing his unit of Queens up here, but we do have support. Right, never mind. For some reason, I disengaged one of my units of Cretans. Definitely should have kept them engaged here. I think a lot of these Syrians just to be annoying for just a little bit longer. But the Cretans are probably going to end up killing them. And over here, still just some engagement, charging right into pikes. I think he's trying to get into these Libyan infantry, but it's not really working out for him too well. Saki Extraordinari are actually a really good unit, and one that I 100% recommend as Rome, especially if you're playing Primarius Rome. That looks really sick. Alright guys, once again, taking a screenshot just for some reason takes me out of the game, so it just brings me back to my home screen, so I have to figure out why it does that. But nonetheless, we'll continue the battle, and I'll just edit that out again. It's really stupid. I have to figure why it does that. Some Cretans putting down the fire here into these Balearic Slingers. Balearic Slingers are a fantastic slinger unit, but lightly armored. Won't be able to stand up to fire for too long. Yeah, you can see here, dropping very, very quickly. Still getting some good shots in there. So yeah, we have a lot of archers left. Oh my gosh, absolutely obliterating this unit, and it is going to fall back, which is definitely for the best. You want to try to save as much slingers as possible, but it's not looking too good for, yeah, one unit breaking and one unit at 39. What was that? That was the strangest volley I've ever seen. They're all synchronized. That looked very odd, but it probably wasn't. It's probably just me. Getting some good kills here. And like I said, sometimes I like the manual fire, sometimes I don't. It all depends on my mood. Sometimes I feel like it's a little scummy, but others I don't. Like I said, I don't know. It just all depends. Definitely should be manual firing though. And we are getting some really good flanking fire into these Evocati up here. Let's see. Dropping, oh yeah, dropping like 12 guys on that volley. Over here, our noble fighters and Italian swords have broken. He does have a fresh unit of noble fighters. You're just not getting a break from these noble fighters. Nice little taunting match right here. And, oh, that's actually not good. Nice little play there by the Romans. You always want to charge with your noble fighters because they do have, let me see here. Yeah, they have a 38 charge bonus. So you want to get that charge bonus off, but by the Roman player actually getting the charge bonus off, he was able to negate that completely and save a bunch of his lives. Basically, he's going to be able to do a lot more damage. Well, these noble fighters are going to quickly beat back this Evocati. It's just going to allow this Evocati to do just a slight more damage to it, the unit overall. Yeah, I did activate Headhunt, so that's good. If we can sneak a unit of archers right here without the enemy noticing and sending up a unit to counter that, which it did do look like they're bringing up some Syrians. So maybe they're running a little bit low in infantry. And Balance of Power is significantly evened out from when we last looked. So definitely a little bit of a change in the tide of battle here. Good. It's a lot owed to just some good teamwork. Some nice stuff going on there. Here, still engaging into these pikes. I don't know if he realizes that he's just charging the pikes here or what, but he definitely needs to fall back and form like a little bit of box formation. Form right here, so that the pikes only have an opportunity to face one side. Then you can try to flank around with the unit. Say the pikes are engaging here, you can try to flank around with the unit here and get into the back of the pikes. That's the best way to deal with pikes if you don't have any archers left. Ooh, getting some good shots into his Saki Extraordinari here. Well, just like one or two arrows, but yeah. Oh, don't turn your back. Don't turn your back now. Yeah, dropping significant amount of numbers there, down to 136. So yeah, it's been a pretty interesting battle. Like I said though, this was fought. I actually don't know if I said this, but this was fought a long time ago, so I don't really remember this battle, but I do remember it being pretty good, and I'm definitely enjoying it so far. Here, yeah, the other Carthage player just managed to sneak a unit of pikes up, and that's the one thing Rome doesn't really have. That's Rome's biggest weakness, is what I'm trying to say. Pikes. Yes, their infantry have Pila, and yes, they have really good archers and slingers, but a lot of time that gets used up early game, and then they just bring out pikes, and Rome really can't do anything about it. They don't have pikes of their own, or really anything that's capable of just charging through the phalanx, I guess. No, I guess no faction has capable ability of charging through a pike phalanx. But these Nova fighters are still alive with, wow, losing 60 men and getting almost 400 kills. That's why Nova fighters are kind of a stupid unit. Not gonna lie, that's really crazy. Here the Scorpion crew is still alive, but without a Scorpion, it's obviously not gonna be able to do a whole lot. Destroying this barricade right here, not barricade, spike wall, and getting just the last second volley off with my Pila. That's probably so we can push up with artillery and elephants, which I do believe still has. Yep, still looking really healthy back here. A little bit bloodied up, nothing too serious. And yeah, it looks like defenders have fallen back to their inner choke points. So well, there is some engagement going on over here, but it's just gonna be a delaying force. Nothing too serious. So I'll probably just fast forward and cut it, and just meet you guys back when the fighting starts again. So yeah, see you guys then. All right, welcome back. It really actually cut out quite a bit. Really didn't expect that. It was a lot of moving up because there's a lot of these slower units like ballista and elephants, but yeah, really all that was missed is we saw this charge here, but there was some skirmishing that happened over here, and there still is, just weakening these veteran legionaries. And a unit of Carthage cav was scouting over here, and that was just killed. But that's really all that happened, and it was like 10 minutes of just moving up, so it was just quite surprising. We're just putting a lot of fire down to his veteran legionaries, obviously being a really good unit. The elites of Rome holding back at the final stand is putting it in loose formation, which will help them a little bit. But yeah, I've never seen loose formation to work too well. It seems to be working against them right here. Lost like 20 men on that volley. So yeah, not good. See how many kills these Cretans got at this point. 138, 165, 120, and 38 on the Balearic, so nothing too great, but nothing too awful either. Pikes engaging against these Saki Extraordinari. Once again, I don't think he's really paying attention to that. You just see how quickly this Saki Extraordinari just falls, charging into the face of pikes. I like to avoid pikes as much as I can, but there's sometimes where you have to bring them. Like when you're playing against Rome and you go against Carthage, you need to bring pikes. Otherwise, Rome will be able to win relatively easily, unless you severely outplay them. But so far, our defenders have been putting up a really good fight here. Cleaning up a unit of veteran legionaries here. Had a little bit of support there from some slingers. Yeah, still really not a whole lot going on. There's 8 minutes left, but there's a fair amount of units in this town center. The problem with Rome is it doesn't really have an inner citadel. It just has the streets in a town center, which I can't remember if this is the town center or the victory point, I mean, or this is the victory point. I think there's something around here. No, okay. I'm just being stupid again. I think this is the victory point because there's not even a place you can capture over there. So yeah, charging some Libyan infantry to these veteran legionaries. Gonna be doing a little bit of damage. Hopefully drawing some Pila. Getting really close up there with his bloody slingers. Getting some shots onto this legatus. He can take out the general. That's gonna be a huge hit to the enemy morale. Noble fighters committing against these legionary cohorts. They might be able to win that. They are heavily outnumbered, but with the support of archers, I think they'll be able to take that pretty soundly. Some pikes being moved up just in time because this unit of limited infantry is about to break. It has 3 chevrons, though, with 184 kills. Definitely worth it. Come on, put your pikes down, put your pikes down, put your pikes down. Okay, good, good, good. This is a lot of skirmishers right here. A lot of them seem to be out of ammo. Mostly Balearics left at this point, because Balearics, if you didn't know, have 25 ammo, which all skirmishers do, but not all skirmishers, all slingers have 25, but special thing about Balearics is they have 29 missile attack, so yeah, 29 times 25, and plus you gotta counter in the fact that slingers have AP damage. Slingers are always a great choice against Romans, because if you look here, I think it's called the Lorica Segmentana, the plate mail you see on the Romans. I might be wrong about that. It's obviously really heavily armored, so Slinger's going to do a lot of AP damage against Rome's, really any of Rome's units. All of them being exceptionally armored besides the gladiators for the most part. Over here, just pushing up some Cretans. Appears they still have some ammo, but he's also pushing up some pikes because this unit is about to break. Well, not about to break, it's noble fighters. It's going to actually hold for quite some time and take down a lot of these Saki Extraordinary with it. And over here, these elephants actually chasing off this cav. Elephants should just commit over here. Shouldn't really be worrying about this. And I think that's what Rome wants. I think he's trying to draw this elephant unit away from the fight. He's kind of being indecisive about him right now, but I think he's just going to bring him back. Yeah, he is. Here, Romans are breaking. Yeah, this unit of noble fighters did so much work. 470 kills. That's absolutely crazy. They basically broke this unit of legionary cohort with another one having to reinforce. Always bring noble fighters with Carthage. Definitely on high funds, but even large funds. If you're attacking, bring noble fighters as Carthage. They'll do wonders. Well, this isn't good. Get your general out there. The elephants was able to catch this legatus, and it's gonna end up breaking it. You can see the elephants, the guys on top of it, throwing the javelins and being quite effective. But yeah, he is gonna escape with his general. Yet with his general, it doesn't say the general lost or general recently died. Okay, so that's good for the Romans. Pikes probably getting a ton of kills at this point. Let me see here. Yeah, 240. Don't want to really be taking too much volleys from this legionary cohort. Try to push up as soon as it can. Yeah, that's exactly what it's doing. Oh, okay. He's probably gonna engage in pike wall as soon as possible. Yep, exactly. So some good moves there. Trying to get into combat as soon as he could. So he disengages guys from pike wall. Here, I don't know what's really happening. I feel like the pikes just kind of got overwhelmed, but a seemingly infinite amount of pikes in this battle. And I think that's really what's gonna probably end up swinging this battle in our favor. Well, this is already in our favor. Balance of power here. Probably 2/3 on our side and 1/3 on the defending side. There's a gap here, and I'm going to be sending my general through here, and he's hammering anvil into these guys right here, and there's going to be nothing to stop him. It's artillery. How much kills does it have? 65. So it could get some shots back here. But there's only 3 minutes left in this battle. I think the outcome is fairly obvious. Legionary cohort probably going to end up breaking this unit of pikemen, because you can see is in really close combats with these pikes. Unless these pikes are able to get some distance between the two units, it's not going to look good for these pikemen. But it's not a big deal, because over here we're winning pretty soundly. And he's having to commit his last unit of Evocati cohort. Oh, a little bit of lag there. Just like a little tiny little lag spike. Not a big deal. Oh, okay, I heard that. Not killing a lot, but maybe able to sneak a shot right through here once they get past this little temple right here. Maybe able to sneak a shot into them. No. See that artillery is actually moving up. Well, you really can't move it up too much further. It's just going to be committed into this legionary cohort. Yeah, that was a really stupid move on my part, but whatever. I am harsh on myself. So that's why I will call myself stupid. Because, you know, it's just... It's just a good way to humor yourself, to make fun of yourself. I always find it a way to laugh. Once again, rambling on about something unimportant. Elephant's still alive and kicking over here. How many kills do they have? So 96. They were able to probably catch the Roman general, and they got into this unit of legionary cohort. What she was playing very smart with these, keeping them up on the walls, probably throwing down some javies to support. Yeah, pikes probably could move right here, but these archers are going to be enough to overwhelm this legionary cohort. And there's a gap here that we'll be able to exploit. Not exploit like that, but exploit as in utilize, if that makes any sense. Gonna be able to barely sneak them around. Yeah, we're gonna be able to sneak around and get into this legatus, which is trying to contest this flank over here, which there's really nothing left of it. A little bit of noble fighters, but there's noble fighters actually pinned them down, so this legatus will get charged in the back against these Carthaginian bodyguard. And there's just a mass rout occurring. So yeah, really a great battle. I don't really remember playing this per se, but it was just an absolute bloodshed. The streets of Rome are running red with blood, and Carthaginians and Romans. So yeah, a really solid battle, and that is it. So it was a victory, which, you know, when he has Carthage on the attack at the city of Rome against Rome, it does feel pretty good. But nonetheless, whoa, I actually did pretty good there. What did that? English. We'll jump into Lionsberg's army here first. He still had a good bit left. His elephants being the prized possession of his army, barely even seeing combat. And he got 157 kills. Archers doing pretty good. Slingers probably still have a fair bit of ammo. Pikemen, 321 kills. Yeah, really good. 71 kills with a lot left in the unit. And his Libyan infantry not doing as good because they kind of committed where the defenders had them basically, I don't know how to really say it, a little bit of a kill box is kind of what I'm going at, I think. And his Numidians right here getting 87 kills, which I kind of expected him to do a little bit better, but nonetheless, they did pretty good. Here, my artillery didn't do too well. Scutari Cav not too well, but skirmishers doing absolutely amazing. Pikemen doing really good. Some of the Libyan infantry doing alright. And noble fighters, yeah, just casually getting 471 kills. You know, that's all fun and games. H2O's side, his skirmishers not doing too well, but his Avocatis and Eagles doing extremely well, all getting, well, except 2 units of Avocati all getting over 100 kills. And except this one and this one, they all got over 150, which is really good. You know, Legionary cohort doing extremely well, and his Triari. Triari are very much just like a holding power unit. Never see them get a lot of kills, maybe against lower tier units, but most of the units on a battle were pretty high tier. And Goose got the most kills for the defense. His veteran legionaries doing pretty good. His Principes, like I said, Principes are actually a really good unit. I definitely recommend them. Another unit of legionary cohorts, 2 units actually doing really well. Veteran, no, this is first cohort. I thought that was veteran legionaries again, doing okay, and there's 2 of his Syrians doing really well. Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this battle, because I know I did. Looking back at it, it was actually a really fun battle to review. I absolutely love doing these Rome 2 replays, so I'm more than happy to keep them out if you guys want to keep on seeing them. So, yeah. If you liked the video, make sure to leave a like and comment down below. And make sure to subscribe as well if you do want to see more content on Rome 2, or in the future, lots of different Total War games. Yeah, and thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.